welcome back to the channel. And we got a treat for you today. We are live scoping with Mr. Crappie Pro Staffer Kenny Patterson. And this, I don't know if you've watched some of our Facebook videos and some of the stuff we do on our Camo Crappie page on Facebook. You've already seen a few videos and pictures where we've been fishing with Kenny, and in this episode we actually got out, or in this video we got out with Kenny, and I captured some of the Livescope footage. And right here we're fishing this piece of structure, and today we're both vertical jigging. I think we've done some maybe Facebook videos with Kenny where we were casting, but today we ended up vertical jigging. Before we get too far into it, take care of our housekeeping things. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, it's free. And if you enjoy these videos, hit the like button. If you don't do anything. We appreciate it. But yeah, so me and Kenny, it's gotten hot, it's summertime, and this is an afternoon trip. It's, as you can see, it's 4:30 in the afternoon, but we're out there and trying new products. Kenny is using the, I think it's Pro Target. It is a fishing rod by Lew's, and it is the 10-foot Pro Target series, and I got to fish with it just a little bit, and it is a very sweet rod. Not gonna say too much about it because I didn't get to fish with it a lot, but I will say this: I purchased the Pro Target, and it's a Mr. Crappie Wally Marshal series rod. I purchased the 6.5-foot Pro Target and the 7-foot Pro Target, and I have used both of those, and the early preliminary results are good. I really like the poles. I've also started using some of the Lowe's, some of their speed sticks, and really some positive things from that. But like I said, it's still very early on. I don't want to, make any comments too early, but I do really like what I'm doing, what I'm able to do with these rods, and how I'm able to catch fish. But we won't get into a kind of review of that. But we are trying new products with the rods there, so it's kind of exciting. We'll probably get into that later on. I don't know if it'll be this month or maybe next month, but give me a little bit of time to use them, kind of get the ins and the outs, and be able to give you more of a review. But early on, they're IM8 graphite, and I'm really enjoying catching fish with them. But yeah, he's using the Pro Target, and I'm using a speed stick. So using some new rods and just trying out some new products, because we are going to fish the Mr. Crappie Invitational down in Shreveport. I believe it's Shreveport. I know it's in Louisiana. And as I'm doing this, it's a late night. I fished a creek tournament earlier today and have been going wide open for several days now, and just now getting to edit. It is actually 11:15, and this video is to go live at 5 or 6 in the morning, so they're cutting it close on getting it edited and done. But yeah, we're using these Mr. Crappie rods, and they are just slinging fish in. And we are using the Southern Slab Crappie baits, and I believe at this time we're both using the Spitfire. I think I'm using brush cutter, and he may be using the monster color. I'm not for sure. I think it was this trip that he did use monster and was able to get on some good fish with it. But using new products, and this is pretty cool. So look, get all this bait fish coming over. I believe this is the one. Look at this big fish come out. Just hook right up. I mean, talk about luck. My bait was down there too, but Kenny's able to connect on his with his new Lew's rod there and sling on. Just boat flip a nice fish. So we were having a big time. But yeah, we're gonna fish the little scatterbrain, but we're gonna fish the Mr. Crappie Invitational. So we're just trying to get as much practice on the water as we can together, and just kind of figure out what's going to work best for our style of fishing. So here we're both using 10-foot rods and catching these fish, and as you can see, got the catch one right there. Just drop it in his mouth. But we're both using the 10-foot rods, and I think that we're also going to practice maybe me using. I've got one of the speed stick, one of the 14 foots, and really like it, so maybe doing some of that. I know we fished in the past where one of us was jigging, the other one was casting. We fished where we've both been casting, so you know, it's fishing. You gotta do whatever works best for the fish. So really excited about all of that. See if there's any other, I guess, other news to really talk about. I did fish a creek/river tournament. I did not win, but I had a lot of fun. Caught a ton of fish, and that was today, and I have not even got to look at the footage. So I don't know how much footage is going to be from that. Of course, no Livescope because I was wade fishing, and so no Livescope footage from that. But we'll check the footage on that and see what comes from it. As the title suggests, we are on a summer pattern, and these fish have moved into the brush, and a lot of times they're hanging really tight into it. I know I did a guide trip the other morning, and before the sun come up, they were nowhere on the brush. It was just empty sticks. But as the sun come up, these fish moved on into the brush. As you can see from these fish here, they're just stacked in it. So what we're doing with this summer pattern is we're dropping jigs down to the fish, and you'll just drop it down, and then as it gets there, just kind of stop it, either kind of bring it up slowly or hold it there until you get a bite. And we had minnows. I don't know that either one on this trip, I don't think either one of us even used any minnows. I think we just stayed strictly with the jigs. But I had a guide trip last week, same pattern, actually fishing the exact same brush that we're fishing here, and client was in the boat. We dropped, or the client did drop to the fish, I think 3 times, and 3 times I had good targets come up and looked like they were going to eat. And you could see the minnow, you could see movement from the minnow on the Livescope screen, and the fish would just lose interest or be spooked, or I don't know. But I mean, we're putting a live minnow down to them, and they were not eating it. I was fishing, alongside the client, and I was catching them on the Southern Slab Spitfire brush cutter. So we, put the client put the minnow pole down, and we put him one of those jigs on, and went to just catching fish. So for me and for what I'm seeing, that particular day the jigs worked better with these summertime fish. But they're very active. I mean, they've spent all spring getting minnows, force fed to them. And what we're seeing a lot on the Livescope, I don't know if we see it in any of these clips, we had been seeing a lot of these shad and bait balls move through. So they're definitely plenty for these crappie to eat. I know I went fishing this week, just beating the banks, catching bluegill with crappie jigs and crappie poles. We were just casting, to the bank, catching bluegills, every cast. It was a lot of fun. I actually saw some fish in the jumps, so there was something, probably white bass, but not huge schools, that were pushing fish up into the jumps on Green River Lake. We tried to run over there, but by the time we got in the general area where they were already out and not still actively in the jumps. But if that's something You know, I know that they, I think somebody said that on Kentucky Field, they had a video of maybe on Taylorsville some guys catching some white bass or stripers or something like that. So they are, you can find that there on green. It was early in the morning after the sun come up. We never did see it again, but it was pretty cool to ski. We weren't filming. We were just out there catching fish, having a good time. So I don't have any video footage of it, but saw it 3 or 4 times out there, and that would have been yesterday morning. Yeah. So if today is Saturday, so you'll be watching this on Sunday, and I saw the fish in the jumps on Saturday. But yeah, this as you can see, me and Kenny out there catching some fish. I'm slinging another one in there, and we're some exciting things coming. Well, like I said, we're trying new products, and we're fishing Louisiana in the fall. And he got a drone, so hopefully maybe we'll get some drone footage in here. But he has a YouTube channel as well, and maybe he will comment and tell you what that is, because I can't remember. Maybe Kenny Patterson Fishing, or I don't really know. I know I'm subscribed to it, but I can't remember exactly what it is. But thanks for watching. Like I said, leave comments. Follow us on Facebook. You can check us out on Instagram, Camo Crappie on Instagram. We've been trying to update our stories on that, and continue watching. We're doing a lot of fishing, having a hard time finding time to edit because we're fishing. Don't get in until after dark. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the water.